put that conversation to rest. Stephen Mbide is in the offing, is in that area of Namayuba bus terminal, and he wants to talk to some of the travelers. As is tradition, when December takes center stage, yes, the fares actually skyrocket out of the roof. What is the reason behind that? A very good morning, Stephen Mbide. What is the latest where you are?
You know, Romeo Busiko, the festive season is here. We're now just counting less than 3 weeks. That is precisely 19 days to Christmas. But by now, you would expect that maybe the mood is up in the air here in downtown Kampala. I would be expecting that many people will be traveling now, getting out of the city to at least start to enjoy their festive holidays. But now, because of the rising fuel prices, the lockdown, that is the carrying half capacity, the transport industry, the taxis and buses, this is still limiting the mode in the city. But now we know there is going to be a meeting for the transport managers, the Minister of Transport and other government officials, to try and see what they can do for the transport industry. With me is Nelson Sekandi, the manager of Namayuba bus terminal. He's going to be letting me understand about the issues that are happening around the transport industry. Good morning to you, Sekandi.
Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank NTV for coming on ground to show people what's taking place, most especially in the transport industry. My name is Nelson Sekandi, and I work as the manager of Namayuba bus terminal. Well, last week, it's true that the bus operators sat and they agreed that they should increase on the fares of transport because of the high fuel, like the increment of fuel prices. This has made like a lot of alarm in the transport industry, and it has also affected the movement of the passengers. Since last week, we've seen like the volume of passengers, it has tried to decrease according to what we're expecting. In Namayuba here, like this 1st December or late November, that's the peak season of the buses, like to be taking a lot of people. This terminal you would have found when it's full of passengers. But because of that, it has affected the movement of buses, and also the passengers have tried to decrease.
Basically, when you talk about passengers going down, the numbers of passengers going down, what exactly are you trying to say? Are they by what percentage or by numbers you were expecting? Maybe what was the number you were expecting, and what's the situation at hand?
Well, according to our expectation, because last week we took like, in a day we used to take something like 30 buses to 40 buses. But I want to tell you that the buses have gone down to 20 to 15. So this thing, I think it's because of the announcement which the bus operators made on the increment of the fares. So this thing, it has affected so much the transport industry. Now, like the buses which are moving locally, they have tried to increase something like 5,000 to 8,000. And also the interstate buses, the buses which are going to Nairobi, they used to be at 140, but right now they are charging 200 to 180. From here to Dar es Salaam, they used to charge something like 180, but right now they are charging 250 to 300,000.
Okay, as we try to extend that side, I understand that today there is a meeting that is going to be involving you, the transport managers, but also the government officials. What exactly, as you, the transport managers, going to be telling the government officials, especially over fuel, over the lockdown, the carrying half capacity, at a time when we're expecting more numbers to be at least on the road?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank the Minister of Transport plus the government officials, because they have tried to intervene on the issue of the transport fares, and also on the issues. What I expect today in the meeting, I think it's going to be about discussing the issues of the fares, which they have increased, and also how we're going to be handling the movements on the roads, what should we expect, the issues of accidents on the road, all that. So mostly our main point is going to be about the fares, because the government is saying it was wrong for bus operators to increase on the fares right now. Remember, they did this because of the fuel. And if you expect the number of passengers to be many, you remember you're going in the festive season, automatically they are going to be increasing the fares again. So those are the things which we are going to be discussing about, and we see what to do.
So it's, for the issue of capacity, now that you expect the numbers to go up, yet you're still carrying out capacity, what exactly would you want to tell these people, those in authority, especially now that, yes, the cases of COVID-19 have gone down, but still you have to carry the people who are even going to be many in number?
Well, that was actually our concern, and we're going to try to request the government. Those are the things we're going to discuss in the meeting. We've been following the SOPs, still people are putting on their masks, people are washing their hands. So we're requesting the government at least let them allow us again to carry the 67 passengers, but on condition that we have to follow the SOPs. Each and every passenger has to be with a mask. We have to wash their hands. As you see here, everyone is having a sanitizer in a bus. Before you enter the bus, you have to sanitize. So we are requesting the government that since we are trying to follow the SOPs, the number of passengers actually we are going to be many. So we're requesting the government to avoid what happened last time here, that people will be camping here in the parks and the buses will be like will not be there. So we're requesting the government at least let's carry full capacity, but on condition that you're going to follow the SOPs.
Let's talk also about the safety of the passengers. These are times when we know one of the buses in Kampala, at least was the passengers who were traveling in it were victims of terrorism. Now it's going to be it's a festive season where we expect many people to be on the road. What are the measures we're going to be telling these drivers, and of course you from the managers of these parks, what's going to be done to ensure that yes, there is more safety and security is guaranteed when one is boarding a bus?
Well, with the issue of security, I would like to thank the police of Old Kampala. We've been having engagement ever since the incident which happened of the bomb blast in Komamboga, and also the recent one in Parliamentary Avenue and around CPS. We managed to engage with the police. They managed to give us security within these premises, police and military. On top of that, we have also KCC on ground. So recently we also had a meeting with the bus operators. You know, we used to have only 3 people on board in that bus. We used to have one driver, a conductor, and 1 inspector. So we agreed with these drivers, with the bus operators, that at least on top of those 3, let's add 1 person. And the bus operators, they accepted that. We've put 1 person on board. Since that the security is very tight here within these premises, these people may use that chance to go on the roads. You know, we have passengers who book online, and once you book online, you just communicate with the bus operator that you will find me, let me say for instance, in Nakawa. So that 1 person, the extra person, is going to be checking the luggage of passengers who are going to be on the roads. So this thing is going to help us also to tighten the security on checking on the bomb blast. And on top of that, for us as the park management here, we have tried to tighten the security by increasing more security personnel on the ground, buying more detectors. Each and every bus is supposed to be with a detector. So in the issue of security, here it's guaranteed.
Okay, and finally is the issue of still about safety. Next week is going to be Road Safety Week, and you've talked about accidents. You from the transport industry, some of the buses are not in good mechanical condition, but also some of the roads are not roadworthy, they are not user-worthy. In trying to ensure that there is safety on the road, what would you tell the authorities in ensuring that yes, you have roads that are worth, and of course the drivers drive these buses when they are in good mechanical condition?
Well, still I will put it on the Ministry of Works and Transport. Well, it's good today that they have called all the bus operators in Uganda. They are going to be engaging them on the issues regarding the road safety and also how the drivers should behave on the road during this festive season. So all in all, we are going to get more communication and more briefings from the Ministry of Works and Transport. Maybe also what I will encourage the drivers, let's avoid overspeeding. Let's not overspeed. Remember, you're carrying more than 39 people on board, and those people are having families. So try to control the speed so that we avoid accidents on the road. Then my final remarks is about also, this one goes to the passengers. Avoid coming on the streets like you're booking on streets. If you're going anywhere, just come straight to the bus terminal and you book your ticket, then you go to your final destination. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nelson Sekandi, the manager of Namayuba Bus Terminal. This is what's happening here in downtown Kampala. Back to you in studio, Romeo Busiku, to link up to Ivan Warunyoro.
Yes, a very good morning once again, my comrade Stephen Mbide. Thank you for that update. Yes, coming in from that jurisdiction that has seen transport fares actually rise in the event that people are actually clamoring for the festivities to actually begin. We're talking about